Welcome. My name is Barney Reese. I'm the author of How Blessed You Are in God's Promises. We are still on Your Power. This is going to be chapter 40, and this is part 2 of this. You are a terrible speaker. You are the worst enemy. Yep, you tell yourself just how worthless or bad you are. Stop this now. I want you to embrace being different. Write down your pros and cons. Think of how you can make them better. Do this weekly or daily if you must, and find and focus only of eliminating your cons and improving you're hurting you. Make a stand. Remember, the creator of the universe and his son Jesus Christ is waiting to help you with your life, not a fairy tale. I cannot do anything right. With that attitude, you never will. I want you to picture your life when you were a baby and crawling. I bet you were happy crawling until you noticed everyone else was walking. You all noticed that some things you could not reach no matter how hard you tried. Life is the same way. You are crawling now. Maybe a while ago you were walking, but are crawling now. You have decided to tell yourself you cannot do anything right, and now your mind believes this. You are crawling in self-pity, and now some of you are sitting, drinking, and taking pills to feel good. Forget just how miserable you are. I'm a bum, and if that is so, that means you have lost your way. That I decided I'm not working no more, or you lost your job and you are now homeless. Maybe you feel the world would be better without you. Maybe you're young and had an abusive parent. Guess what? You are God's child, or the creator of the universe's child, and he knew you before you were ever formed in the womb, and he still knows the desires of your heart and your dreams. But sadly, you have listened to the world and what the world says, and now I have become a bum, no name and no home, scourging for food or water, and no plan to get out of your current situation. As you can stay longer and longer in despair, it seems hopeless, but it is not hopeless. But instead of giving up, decide you would make it no matter what. I am a child of the creator of the universe, and nothing is impossible for him. I am tired of this life. I have made there is no much more I can do. I will take a step at a time until I am a marathon runner in life, until I may have lost the first round, but the fight is not over yet in my life. I am a prostitute. If so, I ask why. It truly is the most dangerous profession out there, and there is no future in it. Maybe you are doing it for money, hooked on drugs, alcohol, the thrill, for whatever your reason. The fact of the matter is you are in danger of being killed, arrested, raped, or catching up uncurable disease. Condoms are only 90% effective. The best advice, stop and seek help. Leave where you're at and start over. Do this for you. You, and after all, this is for your life, and you are the creator of the universe's child, and some are heirs to him. You think that pimp cares about you, your agency cares about what happens to you? That drug or alcohol cares how you feel, what you must do, so keep feeling that way. I advise you to stop and seek help. And if it's an addiction to the thrill of sex, seek help. And remember, the creator of the universe knows you and even how many gray hairs you have on your head. I advise praying, believing, then doing what must be done to better yourself before it's too late. I'm sick. Well, how sick are you? Does your heart still beat? Did you wake up? The creator of the universe is not done with you yet. Are you praying to be healed? Or are you just sick? Okay, the most successful people in the world did not become successful by thinking, but doing. So my advice, live your life to thank the creator of the universe one more day, one more hour, one more week, one more month, one more year. I want you to go enjoy life. Get away from negative people and negative things. And when you finally died, you actually died trying and living. We all live to die. It's up to us if we live in joy or pain. I'm tired, really, and now you are dead inside. We all got tired, even me. But I stopped, recharged my batteries, and get back in the boxing ring to be a contender, not a spectator. The choice is yours. I hope you choose to recharge and get back in the boxing ring of life and live and accomplish your dreams. If you never tried in life, you have been defeated. Wouldn't you rather die trying or go down in a blaze of glory? So write down your ideas, make a plan, change some of your habits, meditate, go to the gym, go for a walk, take a vacation, go out. Go for a long walk, run, or whatever helps you to recharge. Your soul battery, stop being your worst enemy, or you will never be a contender, just a spectator. I'm a drug addict. Whether it's the alcohol, prescribed drugs, or street drugs, you are hooked. And now you will either die or find a way to get your habit, your fix, your drug of choice. The only time anybody will start to notice is when you are dead, almost dead. Almost died, a bum begging to feed their habit, a prostitute selling herself or himself to feed their needs, their habit, or when their family and friends have an intervention. By the time your body has been through a lot, and some will pay dearly for that habit. The party is over, and now it's time for recovery. Your recovery, you have decided to get off drugs before they kill you. Congratulations, now you will have to get rid of it. Rid of all your drug and alcohol friends. You will have to change all your habits. You will have most likely go through rehab or dry out. You better find a rehab that believes in the creator of the universe or Jesus Christ, and you probably will fail before you succeed many times. The key is seeing yourself and getting mad so that you never want to do that person, to let that person go again. It's also a lot of hard work on your part. And some drug addicts actually never stop until they finally leave this world. I, however, believe if you're reading this book, you will be a success story, and this is your life. You're not going to live forever. You just have to take that first step. The Creative Universe is waiting to help you. Just take the first step before it's too late. And alcohol and drug street and prescribe destroy all the joy in your life. I'm a washed-up actor, so now you tell yourself this in and day in and day out until you believe it. Before long, everybody believes it. Now the confidence you once had is gone. You no longer believe in you. Everything has worked is all gone because you've forgotten what a child of God or the creative universe looks like, and that is you. What you can do to glorify Him. I want you to think when you are on top, you're top, not someone else's. Maybe that play in high school or college, when you were in gym, when you moved, where you lived. Maybe you were married or had a girlfriend or boyfriend. Maybe you were sad, mad, glad, or happy, or when you were alone. I'm not you, but once you find that go and get your joy back from life, write down what makes you a great actor, what made you want to act, or maybe even direct, and never ever let someone tell you to quit. Are you washed up? Because if you woke up and felt your heart beat, the creative universe is not done with you yet. To stop beating yourself up and become a contender in life, not a defeat, but a comeback, a success. And if you cannot do it for you, do it for the creator of the universe. I'm a failing businessman, so let me get this straight. You are a businessman and now failing. But who told you that? The world, and for those who live in the world would die in the world also. Jesus said this, but not now. You are a failing businessman instead of a businessman for the creative universe and everything I am because He made me in His image and His Son died so I could live. I'm failing because why? Maybe you have too many employees, charging too much for your services. Need to recharge your batteries. Need to read some self-help books on successful businesses and how they accomplish this. Maybe you need to update or hire more people to cut salaries down your crisis. Keep track of all finances and then see what you may be able to cut out and still survive. Have an emergency fund set aside. Although you may see it bleak, it is not. But success only comes when you fix the problems and go forward, not backward. So write down what is wrong and fix it. There is a solution for every problem, and now you just have to find out which solution is right for your business and write down your solution. And also see if others can give you a good idea. You are a businessman or a woman, the creator of the universe, and yet everything you have, He has allowed you to have, yet you are not successful? I hope this helps. I have failed in school or college, and now I cannot make it. Well, I remember failing classes in college and high school as well. I did not let it stop me. Neither should you. I remember when I was about 16 years old, I took chemistry. I had busted tables at Jonathan and would sometimes get home after 11 or later. I could not concentrate on chemistry, although I had taken algebra 1 and 2 in high school. I just did not get it. I left the school I was at, and I went to Marine High School because the year before that, I had called a bus driver a bitch. I also had a friend that was into drugs. And since Southeast High School was so family-oriented, my lock was cut off my locker for drugs, which I did not do. I realized I had to make a move, so in the 10th grade, I went to Marine High School, and I had to have 21 credits or more to graduate instead of 18. I remember taking second semester of chemistry and even staying after in the 10th grade, no avail. I also failed chemistry by 3 points and had to take a geometry by 3 points and had to take a math class instead. I never got to walk my high school graduation. I actually went to college before I graduated. Guess what? I still got my diploma. I will never get the guy or girl. How I ever get married? You were created by the creative universe in His image, and you will never get the guy or girl. Maybe one day be married. Okay, first things first. Write your pros and cons down. Then focus on eliminating your cons and fine-tuning your pros. For instance, take speech, ask others for help, take a fighting class, read poetry, look for experts, advice in books, fine-tune. You may be friendly always. Go to events alone. Just enjoy being there. Say hello to others whether you know them or not. Go to different paths. Go online and try to make friends. Make sure they are close by, and do not give money to them until it becomes more than a pen pal. Like I said, you are your worst enemy. Life keeps going on and on, but instead of complaining about it, just go with the flow of life. It will all balance out. And instead of crying, find that specialist. Try to find what makes you have joy and happiness. And when you can do this, it doesn't matter if you are longer in a crowd. You are always happy, content. And just work on you. Be your own mentor, your gurus. Do what gives you joy, and assure you, people will notice, and one day you will find that person that you have searched for your entire life, and you will just know.